That's what they were thinking about, making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Waiting. Great 15. Great 15. Hey, other side. Solid.
And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Lion. List 5-7. Goal. 26.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Drag it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they're going option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Black. Go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back. 120. Here, sit. Here, sit.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! No, no, no!
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Black, come on. Hey, we got 4 down. Sunday. Go.
Now Wentz. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
To Barkley on the check down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Gone!
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. It's Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To Barkley. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. 120. Black, come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
81. Check, Black, come on.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on now, let's go.
Everyone's got 4.
Here we go. 80.
Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Osweiler. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
On the ball. Lynch 5-3, Lynch 5-3.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Dre 15, Dre 15. Rip, rip.
On first down, Wentz going for it all. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
20.
Play action. Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back. 20.
Now a play fake. Wentz out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 6. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Third and long, it's Osweiler. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Little. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now out come the Giants. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from one. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On second down, Osweiler. Over the middle, complete. It's Little. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run with Barkley. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go to Barkley again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Osweiler. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Giants are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. On the ball. Lose 5-7.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action now. Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Osweiler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught at the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Reggie Ragland in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Damon Harrison in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on first down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Osweiler to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Go. 120.
Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Grade 15. Black.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Aguilar has it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go!
Osweiler. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Pumphrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Osweiler. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't.